lives fall apart. Solar flares arrive. Buildings collapse. Only a few will survive. The world as we know it will no longer be there. Water is gone. A new era has begun. Prepare yourself for the apocalypse. The apocalypse. The heat is scorching. Forests burned up. The sky colors red. Volcanoes erupt. The world as we know it will no longer be there. Water is gone. A new era has begun. Prepare yourself for the apocalypse. Prepare yourself for the apocalypse.
I need a scarecrow after what you did, 'cause all of the birds know that I'm almost dead. I'm barely breathing, I'm barely awake. You left me in pieces, there's no more to break. Don't wake me up, not in this century. Don't wake me up, 'cause you're just a ghost inside my head. You're just a ghost, you're never there. You're just a memory on my lips, 'cause you're just a ghost inside my head. I need an angel after what you did, 'cause you were the devil mess with my head. You lied to my mother, you lied to my friends. You said that you'd be there, that this never ends. Don't wake me up, not in this century. Don't wake me up, 'cause you're just a ghost inside my head. You're just a ghost, you're never there. You're just a memory on my lips, 'cause you're just a ghost inside my head. You're just a inside my head. You're just a ghost, you're never there. 'Cause you're just a ghost inside my head. You're just a ghost, you're never there. You're just a memory on my lips. You're just a ghost inside my head. Oh, you're just a ghost inside my head.
Fresh glaze on the D-Lo, pulling up, smoking haze through the back door. We get that fresh glaze on the D-Lo, pulling up, smoking haze for days. We get that fresh glaze on the D-Lo, pulling up, smoking haze through the back door. We get that fresh glaze on the D-Lo, pulling up, smoking haze through the back door.
So won't you wake up now and see? Don't hide away the things you're feeling. Unlock your mind and lose the key. There's a universe inside you. You should never have to hide. I can see the stars inside you. Please just open up your eyes. There's a universe inside you. Inside you, so much more than people know. I've seen you fighting your emotion. I hope you stay and won't let go. There's a universe inside you, so much love to leave behind. Stop the path of devastation. You should live for all the highs. Inside you, why are you pushing it away? Leave behind your own deception and learn to live another day. There's a universe inside you, your galaxy of happiness. I just wanna help you find it. We'll explore in baby steps. There's a universe inside you. You've gotta give it room to breathe. So let the universe excite you, 'cause that's the way it's meant to be.
Almost 13 minutes for the EA conference.
Face to face, I found my pain beneath the lies and broken dreams. Lost the love I had in me. It tore me apart, fade away. I felt so lost, but I held on to what I had. For what it's worth, if you're feeling low, just know that you can. Yes, you can. There's life in love that you hold. Rise above and let it glow. Just know that it's never too late to make a change. Crash and burn, I found myself beneath the emptiness. Wanting more, I let it go. Holding on to love. Breaking through, I feel alive. For once in my life, I'ma live by the want to be all I can. Let the rest just crash and burn. Crash and burn. Oh, 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 let it crash and burn. This one for the person who feels alone. This one for the hero who has no home. This one for the one who lived for hope. Changing better days. Pick your head up, keep on fighting, living, loving. Make your mind up. If you want it, take it, fly away. Soaring high above the clouds. Hear the voice, it's calling out. Oh, you want love. Crash and burn, I found myself beneath the emptiness. Make your mind up. Wanting more, I let it go. Holding on to love. Breaking through, I feel alive. For once in my life, I'ma live by the want to be all I can. Let the rest just crash and burn. Let the rest just crash and burn.
Round and round we go, losing self-control. I keep telling myself, but I don't wanna let you know. Is this what we become? Strangers on the run, looking for something, chasing the sun. All those days trying to find a place where you only can just be alone, be alone. All those nights lying by your side, like it's a vibe, feeling it shine under your spotlight. Like it's a vibe under your spotlight. That's the way every day goes. Looking back, I know we started falling. We were falling in love, yeah. Took my heart and you rode off. Was I feeling never enough for you, baby? When you left me chasing you, chasing you. Trying to find a place where we can be alone. All those nights lying by
2 minutes left. 2 minutes left. Another hour. Huh.
sink. Finally, someplace I found peace in the dark of night. Tabletops counting hours in the early hours, stone cold inside. Banging drop stanzas, never needing answers. We wander all alone, but we can't find the street lights go. We wander all alone, but we can't deny we are the street light people. Chasing whatever kills. For so long I forgot how it feels in the dark of night. Tabletops counting hours in the early hours, stone cold inside. Banging drop stanzas, never needing answers. We wander all alone, but we can't find the street lights go. We wander all alone, but we can't deny we are the street light people. Seasons come and go like thoughts of you. Like a wave returns to the sea, into the blue. They change but in a cycle that I can't lose. Each painful but delightful to live through. You came into my life dressed like another season. Not for them, just a time, dressed like another season. You came into my life dressed like another season. Not for them, just a time, dressed like another season. The seasons turn and change just like your mind. Like the sun gives into the moon, into the night. Time continues marching, it slowly crawls. With each new one starting, I recall. You came into my life just like another season. Not for long, just a time, just like another season. You came into my life just like another season. Not for long, just a time, just like another season. Come my way this season.
Staring through
head again. You had your heart set on me, but these feels, they come and go, and they come so easily. Tell me what it is about you that I can't forget. But you brought down my walls again.
Do you see people standing outside in the sun and waiting to get inside EA Play 2018 here in Hollywood at the Palladium? What's going on, everybody? I'm Andrea Renee, and welcome to the pre-show.
And I am Jose Sanchez, back for my third EA Play, and this one is the biggest one yet, it's safe to say.
Oh, most certainly. You guys, this is an amazing 3-day gaming festival. There are games for every genre, every age group.
Every fan of games.
Dude, we've got all kinds of free
There's all kinds of stuff. There's not even just games. There's trivia, there's prizes, there's a ball pit. A ball pit? What? Yep, that's happening here at EA Play, so you can go and jump in there if you feel like it. There's a family fun zone. There are all kinds of sections and scenarios to go and check out if you come to EA Play.
Well, there are literally thousands of people standing outside right now. But Jose, you said this was your
First, I've been to them all. Back in my day, the first EA Play was held in the Old West. And there was games that people wheeled out in horse and carriage. No, I'm just kidding. That didn't happen at all. But no, as I said, it's safe to say that this is the biggest EA Play. There's so many games a lot of people are excited to hear about. There's not only just the games, as I mentioned, there's 100 hours of streaming going on from a lounge somewhere that I haven't been invited to.
Jose, I gotta interrupt you. Do you hear this amazing echo that's happening since we're on that giant screen back there?
I love the sound of my voice. That was it.
So I couldn't resist. Just the story you were telling about being in the Old West.
It can be it's a captivating event, you know, but this is your first hosting
I know.
EA Play. Welcome to the family. How do you feel hosting EA Play this year?
You know, I feel great. I have seen so many amazing developers who are super excited to show off their games on stage in just a little bit. You sometimes forget just how international a company EA is, because I've been telling them all break a leg, and they all giving me these looks like, wait, what? And I'm like, oh, no, it's a theater thing. Maybe, oh, sorry, I don't actually, you know what I'm saying?
It's not just the developers that are international. It's fans that have literally come from all over the world to check out the games that they're showing here at EA Play. Maybe even get a chance to play some of the games that they've been waiting to play.
Well, Jose, I'm so glad you brought that up, because I have a couple fans right here that I'm going to talk to, so I'm going to send you inside the Fan Fest.
I'm going inside.
You go.
I'm gone.
I'll check in with you in a little bit.
Good luck.
All right, you guys. So, like I mentioned, we've got tons of people who have been lined up here in Hollywood, sweating outside in the sun, and we're going to talk to a couple of them. First up, we've got this very tall gentleman. Hey there, what's your name?
It's Expert from the Dynasty.
Expert from the Dynasty. That is a fancy gamer tag you have there. So what's the deal with this belt?
So in my Madden League, when you win a championship, you got to show off your championship.
Okay.
So I got the belt, so everybody knows I'm the champ.
All right, so he's got the belt, so that means you're obviously here to play Madden. Is there a particular part of the game you're looking forward to trying out most?
I'm a CFM guy, so I can't wait to see what they did with the gameplay for CFM. But, of course, I love MUT, too, so I know it's going to be an exciting year for Madden 19. I can't wait.
Well, we've got some surprises in the show. Well, have a great time at FanFest this weekend, and we'll check in with you a little bit.
Appreciate you.
All right, so we got some more people here. Hey, guys, how's it going? What's your name?
I'm Josh, a.k.a. Tank 87.
So, Josh, I see you're wearing a Titanfall 2 shirt here. Are you a big Respawn fan?
Yeah, I'm a big fan of them. I mean, the first and second game, especially the second game, I mean, they were just incredible, you know. The campaign for the second one was just like, it hit you in the gut, you know.
Oh, absolutely. And you also have a dice lanyard on there. What's that about?
I got this in Dice Sweden. I won that sweepstakes about 2 years ago with Monster, and I got to go 5 days, all expense paid trip, and Dice treated us like better than rock stars, you know.
I mean that sounds awesome. I don't get to go do that.
I mean, they said like it was like super exclusive, and we felt really good that they let us in, you know. I mean, I can't wait to see them. Like, I'm gonna be playing Battlefield 5 today, and just to see the familiar faces is just gonna it's just awesome, you know. I'm really glad I'm here, you know.
Well, I think you're going to love what they are showing in the press conference. Yeah. So I'm going to let you go in and enjoy the Fan Fest, and have a great weekend, man.
Yeah, you too. Thank you.
All right, we got a couple more here for you guys. Look at you two in your matching jerseys. What are your names?
Hi, my name is Jacob, a.k.a. Lord Jacob 97 on Xbox.
Greg, a.k.a. Space Cat on Xbox as well.
So clearly, you're here to play FIFA.
Of course.
I'm ready for that. I'm ready for the kickoff, and I'm also ready for Ultimate Team as well.
Yeah, what do you guys think about the cover star?
Oh, it had to be Ronaldo.
I was happy about that. I'm excited that they're gonna do that. Ronaldo for another year. That's great.
Back-to-back years is the best player in the world. It had to be him.
I mean, you know, there's a lot of other players that maybe deserve the spotlight. No, you don't think so?
No, the best player in the world had to be Ronaldo.
Oh, look at that! You guys are repping. That is amazing. So when it comes to FIFA, are you guys kind of at the top of the class in your group of friends? Are you in the middle of the pack? It's okay if you want to lie.
I would consider myself at the top of my friends. I mostly play Ultimate Team, so I'm not at the top divisions. I'm on Division 4. I'm making my way up the top, you know, but at least compared to him, I might be a little better than him.
Oh?
I usually just like, you know, kicking off with friends, friendly matches. I'm not into competitive, but I like playing with my friends. It's a great game.
There's nothing wrong with playing with your friends. Well, guys, thank you so much for chatting with me. Have a fantastic time at the Fan Fest today, and we'll see you guys later. All right, everybody. So I am about to go check out some other stuff. So that means that I'm going to go see what my buddy Jose is up to. Jose, what are you doing over there?
That's right, I am here in the Madden Mobile area, and now we're going to find out exactly what's taking Madden Mobile this year into overdrive. That's right, this year Madden NFL Mobile becomes Madden NFL Overdrive. I am here with Mark and Joe, and they're going to tell me exactly what is going to take this mobile version into this Overdrive. What does Overdrive mean to Madden Mobile?
Well, one of the coolest things about Overdrive this year is that we're actually, what we've done is we've installed the next generation of graphics engine. So like, the whole game's going to be totally different. So new physics, new animations, you're going to get unique faces for the first time. Really, the game, when we talk about Madden on your phone, is going to feel like an entirely different experience that nobody's ever kind of encountered before. It's going to be awesome.
And that's the first thing you notice when you look at the game. It's definitely catching up to those console-style graphics. How are you guys taking the power of tablets and mobile devices and putting these graphics on it? Because it's not what we've seen in the past.
No, it's not. It's a lot of work, but we've done a lot of great job.
Short
with
answer.
It. Yeah, we've done a lot of great job with it. And then of course we have the new head-to-head mode here, which is called Overdrive as well.
Okay, so let's talk about this the mode you're playing right now, because the score is 339 to 102.
That's right, it is.
There's something not right about that. How do you have so many points? Are you just that good?
I'm that good. Yes.
So the cool thing about what's the goal of Overdrive, the new head-to-head mode, is that you have to score more fantasy points in 3 minutes of real time against your opponent's preset defense. So you're getting points for every little thing that you do. Things like every rushing yard and every passing yard, you're getting points for, compared to just like traditional football things like touchdowns, field goals, extra points, stuff like that.
So the score's accumulated fantasy point style.
Yeah. So a lot of action, a lot of point swings, stuff like that.
I was going to say you have 427 points. How many touchdowns is that? It's a lot.
It's a lot of touchdowns.
It's a lot of touchdowns. So one of the things I noticed about is, let's talk about captains. You guys were telling me earlier that there's going to be captains. How do captains play a role in Madden NFL Overdrive?
Yeah, that's right. So Overdrive, the head-to-head mode has like a unique strategy element to it as well, where because my captain is Russell Wilson, I'm rewarded.
Sorry about that. First off, apologize.
I'm rewarded for passing the ball more. Whereas Mark, and I just threw an interception, that's so bad.
See, I told him, that's why I said sorry. I knew it was going to happen, Russell.
Mark is over here as Alvin Kamara.
Yes, I am.
As his captain, and
who just took it all the way down, touchdown.
That's so bad.
That was 100. Yeah.
So he's actually incentivized to run the ball more. So. More. So, and again, because of that, we actually have different strategies. Like, so I'm more of a passing-based team, and his is more of a running-based team because I score more points for passing. And so there's lots of different captains, lots of ways that you can run your team to score the most points in that 3 minutes of time.
And is there specific captains for each team? Is that how it's going to be played out? Or are you guys like, can I choose my own captain?
You can choose your own captain. Like, you choose your own one to augment your team, whatever works for you.
All right. So, and when choosing different captains, how is that going to affect the way I play or he plays? Or you play?
So again, so if I'm running the ball, or if he's Alex Martz's coach, he's going to be running the ball a lot. And then another thing he's going to be able to do is it also affects some of the different tactics over here that he can do to sort of mess and change how his defense plays as well.
Now, one of the things I noticed that when you look at the screen, there's a little meter at the bottom. What's this meter all about?
Yeah, that's right. So one of the things, and man, you just totally
woo! That is something.
That's all good. But yeah, so one of the things the meter does, it allows you to fuel those different tactics that you can use. So if I'm getting alerts in game saying, hey, like he's running the ball a lot, what I can do is I can use those tactics on the right side of the play call screen to adjust how my defense is playing to try to slow him down, like crowd the box and basically adjust to what he's doing to try to slow down his point total.
And he didn't.
At all. He only
not a little
lost
bit.
by 600.
That's right.
It's like
it was close.
It's like you were the Cavs and he was the Dubs.
Yes.
That's how many points you lost by. But so tell me a little bit just quickly about, the gameplay style when playing against each other. How does that affect the way he plays against you? And like, are you getting notifications when he's scoring, or is it just like?
Well, he didn't score that much.
I mean, he did.
So I didn't get
so
many.
Obviously, you weren't. Yeah, you
but
weren't
yes,
notified
I am
much.
seeing what he's doing as we go back and forth, and we're at a closer game. I would see these wild swings back and forth in scores, but in this case, I didn't have much to worry about.
I was gonna say because it looks like there's absolutely no way he's coming back from a 195 to 820 defeat.
Not in this case.
That hurts.
But there's a lot. Yeah, but there's a lot going on back and forth depending on what captain we chose. Like that interaction back and forth between us is really critical to kind of your success being able to win in a game like this.
So I have to ask quickly, who's your team?
My team is the Titans.
The Titans?
Yeah.
Dolphins.
Titans and Dolphins?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you guys have to do that. We all make mistakes.
We do.
But this year, we all know it's going to be the Niners year. Praise Jimmy Jesus and all his name. But you guys, thank you so much for showing us Madden NFL Overdrive. And now we are going to find out what's happening from football to football as we hit the pitch and see what's going on in the world of FIFA.
Hey guys, it's Spencer here from Spencer FC coming to you from Amsterdam. We've just wrapped on the FIFA 18 Global Series playoffs and we've successfully found the 32 best players in the world, all of which have qualified for the FIFA E-World Cup Grand Final.
My friend Mike LaBelle, who's on the second most comfortable seat.
Oh,
no.
Well, it's been an unbelievable season of competitive FIFA this year, and it's been a truly global competition as well, with more than 20 million players taking part from over 60 different countries.
And Vieira's going to lead him, and he's actually using the lob cross. Like I said, it gives you a little more time.
We've had some of the established pros continuing to mark their dominance, but we've also had some new faces arrive, and they've left a mark too.
To be the best, you've got to beat the best.
It's been a packed-out season with events from all over the world. We've had tournaments such as the FUT Cups in Barcelona and Manchester, the EA Champions Cup in Bangkok as well. We've seen leagues such as the MLS, Bundesliga and La Liga all form part of the Global Series. We've seen other events such as the Gfinity Elite Series and ESWC. But all roads led to Amsterdam, where we've just wrapped on the FIFA 18 Global Series playoff.
And there we go, congratulations to Nicholas.
So now we know the 32 players who will compete for the trophy, the massive cash prize and the title of the world's best FIFA player. It all kicks off on August 2nd to August 4th in London. You can catch all the action across EA Sports FIFA channels. So we'll see you at the grand final for the conclusion of this dramatic season of competitive FIFA.
Go! Man, I get amped when I get to talk about FIFA. As you can see, 20 million players from 60 countries came together in tournaments all around the world for one reason, to become the best FIFA player in the world. And it's all going down this August in London.
Pretty good voice.
The E-World Cup. Oh my God, I wish I was there. I wish I could be one of the 32 guys who, traveling around the world, gotta be an awesome feeling. But to become the best FIFA player, it's the most popular sports game in the world. And now you can be the best player in the world. That opportunity could be yours if the price is right. No, I'm just kidding. If you're really good at FIFA, because 32 players from around the world, again, coming together in London for that E-World Cup to be the best player in the world, to be crowned best player in the world. Unfortunately, it's not going to be me, but I do know the best host in the world happens to be Andrea Renee, So let's find out what she's doing. Andrea.
Oh, thanks so much, Jose. That's very kind of you. And you may have a shot at FIFA someday. You just got to practice a little bit more, buddy. But right now, I am standing inside the Access Lounge here at EA Play. It is a doozy of a structure, you guys. And there's shade, which is amazing. And I've got the lovely Elena here to talk to me all about it. How's it going today?
It's going amazing. Thank you so much for coming up into our not-so-little lounge.
Yeah, so what's the story behind this? You were telling me that when you guys originally envisioned Access Lounge, that it was something completely different.
Yeah, as you know, all of the planning from our team takes about a year. So about 9 months ago, we said, what do we want to do? And we were thinking maybe we have a tent in the corner for our Access members. We hand out some water. And then 9 months pass, and it's a 3-story structure with the rooftop deck.
I mean, certainly an upgrade from a water tent, that is for sure.
Yeah.
So who are the folks that are going to be able to come into the Access Lounge?
Well, we're not exclusive, so everyone is welcome to come up to the Access Lounge. We have some games set up that we're going to have from our library, the vault. We do have water. We also have power for your phone. But for our Access members, we have a special little gift for them. Spoiler, but it's a fanny pack full of awesome goodies.
So we can't have an outdoor festival without fanny packs. It's like festivals and fanny packs go together.
Yeah, sunscreen, a fan, everything you need, because it is going to be hot in LA this weekend.
Yeah, and for some reason I decided wearing black was going to be the right call.
Going with the dark colors, not the right thing, but that's okay.
So in addition to everything that's happening right here at the Access Lounge, you guys are doing this crazy streaming initiative. Yes. Let's talk about it.
Well, we have so many fans that can't come to LA. Not everyone obviously can make the trip. So we knew we wanted to do something online, and we decided to stream. And someone said, well, how many games do you have in the vault right now? And we were like, 100 or so? And they go, yeah, let's go ahead and stream it. So we are actually streaming 100 hours, 100 games with 100 streamers, from Baby Ariel to King Batch to Ali A to Juan Pa, streamers from all over the world, and we are going 24 hours. We started yesterday at 9 a.m. and we will be going through Tuesday.
Well, man, go big or go home, I guess. 100 hours. But it makes sense because EA is such an international company. We were just talking about that, when we were interviewing the fans downstairs. There's clearly going to be people awake in all these different time zones.
Yes, thankfully we had so many streamers that were like, give me the 3 a.m., give me the 5 a.m. So thank goodness. You can check that out on twitch.tv/EA and look for our hashtag #UnlockPlay to find all of the amazing streams we have going on.
Awesome. Well, before I let you go, I got to know, of this 100 games, you got to have a fave, right?
I do. You know that my heart sits in Edmonton with the BioWare team, so Mass Effect 2 and Dragon Age Inquisition are two of my favorites in the vault. They're actually just my favorites. So I'm also excited to see everything that's going to go on with Anthem this week.
I swear I didn't pay her to say that, you guys. We just are both big BioWare fans. Well, Elena, thank you so much for talking to me today. And don't forget to check out that 100 hours, 100 streamers, you guys. It's going to be amazing. So right now, I'm going to head inside the Palladium to get ready for the press conference, which is going to start in just a few minutes. So I'm going to send it over to Jose, who I believe is in the Sims booth. Jose, what are you doing over there?
Oh, hello. Sometimes you have to stop and smell the roses. Here at the Flower Wall in the Sims booth. That's right, we are talking about The Sims. I've made my way to the Sims booth. And what do we have over here? A couple of game changers, Deli and James. How are you? Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you guys. So tell us a little bit about who you are and what makes you so prolific in the world of The Sims.
I'm Deligracy, and I'm a YouTuber and streamer, and I make Sims videos mostly.
I'm James Turner. I run a channel called The Sims Supply, and I play The Sims, build houses. I love to design some cool things in it.
And so obviously, new expansion is coming. Seasons.
Yes. Oh, I'm so excited.
Why are you excited about Seasons? What's going to get other Sims fans excited about the Seasons?
Because you have rain and snow, and it's just going to seem so much more real. So I'm pumped for the rain, I think, mostly.
I'm really excited for winter because it absolutely looks beautiful. Like, I cannot wait to see all the different worlds covered in snow.
And when winter is coming, you know what happens, right? It's going down in the world of The Sims.
Oh, yeah.
That's of course. So tell me a little bit about the aspect of adding something like Seasons. I mean, what does that do to the overall world within The Sims? Because there's been tons of expansions for The Sims, but how is Seasons, do you think, going to change things?
Well, I mean, it's a life simulation game, so it simulates life, and having weather in the game just makes it feel so much more exciting and real, and you just get into the game so much more. So yeah.
I mean, one of the big aspects as well is adding in a lot of holidays now as well, and customizable holidays. So you theme them around the seasons itself. So you have the winter holidays and the summer ones. You have a lot of different parties that you can now throw and experience.
Can we add some overcast to today? Could you do that in The Sims to make it a little cloudier? Because it's hot as hell out here.
It is hot. I wish.
Season's obviously not installed yet here at EA Play, but hopefully soon.
Well, funnily enough, it is on the computers here, so you can play it if you're at EA Play, but not the real life weather.
It's very true. And if you're not here and getting the chance to play it, they're streaming 100 hours of EA games, and that's going to be a part of it, so people can get a little sneak peek about what you see in Seasons?
Possibly Seasons. I myself am streaming tomorrow with Lil Simsy, another big simmer, and baby Ariel. And I don't know if we're going to play Seasons, but we'll be playing some Sims content, so it's going to be fun.
Trying to keep all the secrets for themselves. See, that's just how it is. If you could stream Seasons, you would, right?
Oh, absolutely, yeah, 100%.
So what got you into The Sims? What is it about The Sims that keeps you coming back for each and every expansion?
Yeah, I mean, I've been playing since the first Sims came out, I think James as well. My dad brought it home one day, and I would just play it every chance I could. It's just like a creative outlet, and it's so much fun.
And again, you know, like, what is it about that world of getting to create your own world and create your own atmosphere, now getting to create your own seasons and tweak that a little bit? How does that make you feel? Like, what keeps you coming back?
It's the creativity for me. Like, I've always, growing up, I love building with Legos and all that kind of stuff. So being able to create your own world and craft it, tell the stories with The Sims the way you want to, and now being able to control the weather and just adding that into all that makes it super exciting. It's just the freedom to be able to do what we want.
Yeah, it's a sandbox game, so you get sick of something, you knock it down, you start again, like it never ends.
So what's been your favorite expansion so far?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
I asked the hardest question.
Yeah, I think Cats and Dogs was pretty cool because you got to have pets and a new world, and that was a heap of fun. Probably Cats and Dogs or City Living, where you can live in like big apartment buildings and go to festivals, yeah.
For me, it would be Get to Work so far, because able to run retail stores so you can become an entrepreneur, sell whatever you want from the catalog. I always love that aspect of the game, being able to make my way in the world.
He's like, I love playing games because, you know, I love the job part of it. I love getting to work with my Sims, putting those Sims to work. Yeah. Lazy Sims just lying around. Well, now they get to lie around, and hopefully in the sun, maybe a little rain, maybe you like lying around in the snow.
Yeah.
June 22nd.
Snow angels.
Oh, you can make snow angels? Yeah. See, that's what I'm in for.
How exciting is that?
So June 22nd, you're going to get your chance to make snow angels when the Sim Seasons expansion hits everywhere. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. And thank you. Hopefully you guys have a great EA Play. And now let's take a look at exactly what I've been talking about with this trailer for the Sim Seasons. All that and more coming June 22nd to The Sims. But now, say you're interested in perhaps working in the games industry. That's what I do. I've been doing it for quite a long time, and I'd like to do more. I'd like to learn more. So that's why I found Shannon here to explain a little bit about how I could get a job in the games industry. First off, Shannon, how are you going to help me get a job in this industry that I love so much?
Absolutely. Gaming industry opens up such a variety of opportunities and careers within this industry, and that's what I love about it. It doesn't matter if you want to be a developer, if you want to be finance, analyst, we have all types of opportunities for you, and that's what we're here for. I'm a recruiting team, is to partner with you, help you identify what skill sets align with your passions and career.
Now, is that a tough gig to be a recruiter for the video games industry? Because it seems like, I mean, lots of people love video games. I assume a lot of people want to work in the games industry. How do you find and pick perfect spots for people?
I always tell people network with who you know in the industry and make sure you're engaging new people to learn from them as well. But for us, we actually just want to engage all talent. There's so many different types of skill sets and levels that we want to include into our industry. That's what makes it diverse, so we can have such great experiences for everybody.
And as a recruiter, how cool is it for you to get to come to something like EA Play and see all these people who are passionate about video games and you might even be hiring someday?
Oh, it's so exciting. The vibe here is great. I love knowing that we're surrounded by such creative people and passionate people about the industry. And it's just great to see that come into our culture and see what environments get pushed through all the other different teams.
Now, you can be a recruiter for tons of things. There's tons of jobs out there. What is it about the games industry that is the perfect place to be recruiting for? I mean, because as I said earlier, there's so many passionate people, but how different is it working within the games industry than it is with some of the other industries?
It's such a fun environment to be in. That's the great thing. With all the different creative people that you're surrounded by, you can learn from every day. There's new technologies going on in the game industry. It's just an exciting environment, and that allows you to be an individual. We really embrace that within the culture.
And what got you into this industry? I mean, again, tons of industries out there, but what is it about games that brought you into that world?
I'm passionate about gaming. I love to game, and for me to be able to merge recruiting with gaming is a dream come true for me. So I encourage that to anybody. If you love gaming, get out there, go to EA Careers, check it out, see what we have for you to potentially just be involved with. Like I said, we have everything from recruiting, HR, finance, artists, designers, programmers. We love every type of skill set.
So that's all we have to do is go to ea.com/careers?
ea.com/careers. Check out our world, check out our locations across the globe.
Shannon, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Have a great time.
I'm going to have an awesome time, and that's just one job that you can get in the games industry, but perhaps playing video games is the job you want. That's right, playing the games. How about playing the games way before they even come out? EA has playtesting available for you. That's right, you can be a gameplay tester. That means playing games months, sometimes years before they come out, and having the opportunity to help develop that game and make sure that it's the perfect game and the game you want it to be. Maybe you live in the United States, Canada, Sweden, Australia, London. EA has studios in all those locations that make it super easy for you to go to. So if you just go to ea.com/playtesting, you can find the perfect career path for you in testing video games. It sounds so amazing. You don't live in those areas? There's something in there for you too. Why? Because you can possibly test games from the comfort of your own home. You don't even need to leave the bed. You could just be hanging out in your jams, testing video games, giving your feedback, and helping how these video games are made. So once again, ea.com/playtesting. Go there, find out all the information. You'll make a couple clicks here and there, and you too can be playtesting video games way before they come out and telling me what's coming out so I know all the secrets. Because who doesn't want to do that? I want to do that. So that's, again, playtesting. Go check it out. And now we're going to go ahead inside and see what Andrea's doing. I think she's busy. She looks a little too busy for me. But look at all those people in there sitting down, hanging out, getting ready for the show. EA Play is only a few minutes away. And that is what's happening inside the Palladium. But I want to learn a little bit more about the Palladium itself. And that's why I found my man Dylan right here. Dylan.
How you doing?
How you doing, brother?
All right.
Tell me about the Palladium. What is it about this venue that makes it so special and keeps EA coming back for each EA Play?
So the Palladium opened in 1940. The opening night, Frank Sinatra was an opener on the bill. And since
Not even the closer? Oh, Blue Eyes was the opener?
Opening. So since then, about everyone's played here. Rolling Stones, Nirvana, Prince, Elton John, lately Jay-Z, Justin Timberlake. Dave Chappelle filmed a special here, so about everything in between. And then last year, EA came in for the first time,
You look like a Sims
transformed the
character.
parking lot, the venue, blew it up even more this year. And so now we have this festival here with gaming, music. It's a great time.
And so what is it about EA Play that excites you the most?
I just like the transformation of the venue. We take over the whole block, close down streets, There's thousands of people that come through, have a good time. They have A-list talent that come and play concerts at night. It's a really good time.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Dylan. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
That's a little bit about the Palladium. And now, let's head inside and check out the show.
Fun zone. Fun zone.
Fun zone. She told me to rap. I was rapping. We're still going. Or not rapping. We're still... I was lied to. Welcome to the Family Fun Zone, my friends. This is where you can get all your real racing action on. It may be a mobile game, but say perhaps you'd like to play a game in a race chair with a steering wheel. There are 4 stages. Look at this guy's jumping the stage. He's like, I'm ready. I'm jumping in live. No pressure, but the camera's on. There's a ball pit over here. There's food over here. We're going inside. Let's head inside and check out the show.
This guy's pretty good. I like the way he hosts the show. Here we go, Tifa. What the? What? That was pretty cool.
Oh my gosh, how cool was that? So that was Anthem. We're going to talk about that a little bit later in the show. But welcome everybody to EA Play. I'm Andrea Renee, and while you might recognize me from the gaming community, I'm kind of a new face around here. So this year, EA wanted to change things up because they know that I'm both a gamer and a fan. So they invited me to come and host the show. And I think this year is going to be a lot of fun, you guys. I hope you're ready, because we're about to kick the press conference off. But before we do that, EA Play is more than just the show you're about to watch. Right behind these doors, there is a fan fest outside, and it is huge this year. It's a full 3-day gaming festival where thousands of gamers can come and play games for free. Now, inside the theater here, there are hundreds of community members from all over the world who are going to be capturing, streaming, and getting their first impressions of the games that we're going to be showing off here today. But before we can get to that, we've got some reveals, of course. We're going to kick things off with a look at Battlefield 5 multiplayer. Now, I know Trevor Noah gave you the first look. Yeah, we can clap it up.
This is why we're waiting for this.
Last month, but we've got some new stuff to show you today. Then we're going to move on to FIFA 19, and boy, do they have some big news, you guys. Any World Cup fans? You guys excited? Yeah, it's going to be awesome. Then we've got 2 new indie games to share, and then I'm going to come back towards the end of the show with some of my favorite developers to give you guys a nice, meaty look at Anthem. And of course, yeah, we got the woos for Anthem. I'm into it. You want to do this with me? Well, wouldn't it be fun, you guys, if I told you all the secrets at once, right? Well, give him a break. He needs to just enjoy the show. So without further ado, let's get things started.
Right, it's time to kick this thing off. It's been 2 weeks since the reveal of Battlefield 5. And you know what? It's been exciting, there's been a lot of speculation, and so many brilliant remixes of a reveal trailer. But there's also been lots and lots of questions from the community. And we've heard you want to see more gameplay innovations. You want to know how customization actually works and want to know more about our take on the Second World War.
All right, stop talking.
So today,
I just want to
we'll
see
show
the
you
game.
more gameplay and why this is the deepest and most immersive battlefield yet.
It certainly is. You will be able to dive and smash through windows to surprise your enemies. Where previously defenses were stationary, you will now be able to move these weapons around on the battlefield and gain advantages. And our renowned distraction system is back and more impactful than ever. So, well, you can't really hide from those pesky tanks anymore as they come chasing you for you, as they rip through those buildings. And you will now be able to customize your soldiers, your vehicles, and your weapons, not only for the gameplay, but for the looks, as part of our portrayal of the Second World War.
And that's just the tip of the iceberg in Battlefield 5. You're going to see a lot more of our new gameplay systems here at EA Play from our community. So let's talk about our single player in War Stories.
Yes, let's do that. So we want to tell you about those untold stories that got us excited to start with on this game. It's about, what you will see is really those moments of human heroism. It is about witnessing
I have the text
war
set up
through
that
the
way.
eyes of the
On
men
top,
and the women who shaped the world forever.
Is our chat.
Real
the
and
bottom
relatable
is the
people
others
facing
when I do the streaming,
the brutality of
come
war.
from Twitch,
We
YouTube,
started
or Mixer,
off
they
by
chat at the bottom, so they
exclusive
don't
look
interfere with us.
at the Nordlys war story over at the Xbox briefing tomorrow.
Thanks, Lasse. Something not to miss tomorrow. So, our launch in October is just the beginning. You will all go on an expanding journey through the Second World War. No loot boxes, no premium pass.
Thank God. Thank God. That's exactly what I want to hear.
Every day will bring something new. And as part of that journey, after launch, you'll get something I know a lot of you have been asking for.
It's Royale.
What? That's it. That is over for PUBG. It's officially over.
It's Royale reimagined for Battlefield. So we bring those pillars of Battlefield with destruction, team play, vehicles into this new experience.
Oh my God.
So
PUBG
we
is
will bring you
officially
experience that you haven't played before in Battlefield or anywhere else. But more about that later this year.
So with that, it's time to show you what makes Battlefield so special. It's the unmatched intensity of our multiplayer sandbox, and this time, it's even more epic, fighting across multiple maps and modes. Welcome to your next Battlefield experience, and this is your first look at ground operations. And this time, even featuring music.
Whoa, that looks pretty crazy. Yeah, they're getting their lures ready. Yeah, that looks pretty good.
Ikke en dråpe. Jeg elsker deg.
Sus!
Oh, tomorrow.
Quando eu era criança, sempre sonhei em tornar-me um campeão. É preciso determinação. e vontade de vencer. Até mesmo nos momentos mais difíceis, tu tens de continuar a acreditar. Esta é a tua oportunidade de te mostrares ao mundo. Tu és um campeão.
That's the UEFA Champions League, the pinnacle of club football, where the world's best clubs compete and icons of the game like Gerrard and Cruyff cemented their legacies. The world's biggest league joins the world's game. And a special thanks to the legendary Hans Zimmer and LA's own Vince Staples for collaborating with us on the trailer. And I really love the trailer because it captures our epic vision for how the Champions League comes to life in FIFA 19. And Lena's going to tell you a little bit more about that.
As Aaron said, the UEFA Champions League is an amazing addition for the game. It's where football's biggest heroes like Ronaldo and Neymar clash every year. And it's the place where champions rise. And you've been asking for this for a long time, and we are thrilled that it's here. And that's why we're bringing the Champions League across the game. There'll be an authentic Champions League tournament mode. Your club will chase this trophy in career mode. Alex Hunter will pursue Champions League glory in your story mode, the journey. And in FIFA Ultimate Team, there'll be live and authentic Champions League content. And we'll share more details on that, along with all our other Ultimate Team features later this summer.
Because that's one of the things that
and all that's just the beginning. As you know, the heart and soul of FIFA is gameplay.
They don't have the clubs.
And this year, we're giving you the tools to control the pitch in every moment, from your tactical approach to the match to each technical touch.
Just like swallowing these people.
And we know how passionate you are about gameplay, so we've worked hard to shape and refine our vision for FIFA 19 with input from our community. From hands-on tests with beginners to detailed feedback sessions with FIFA pros. And we're going to be sharing a lot more about gameplay throughout the summer, but what I can tell you right now is that the quality bar in gameplay was raised yet again this year. So we look forward to everybody experiencing the game on the hands-on sessions this week. And also, of course, we're extremely excited for everybody to play it when we launch on September 28th. And that's our FIFA 19 news, headlined by the UEFA Champions League. But I just wanted to take a minute to pause and reflect. Standing next to this trophy is a little bit surreal. You know, growing up, there's two iconic trophies that every young player dreams of winning. And for your club, it's this one, the pursuit of Champions League glory. But for your country, it's this trophy, the World Cup. And with the tournament starting in just 5 days, we're excited for the world to compete for it in FIFA 18.
As you can imagine, all of us on the FIFA team can't wait for the start of the World Cup. And we want to celebrate with FIFA 18 players, which is why we've just updated the game with a free World Cup experience on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PS, PC, and Nintendo Switch. But you can take Ronaldo and Portugal to their first World Cup victory. Or you can write your own story with some great nations who didn't qualify this year. Or you can make a crazy dream a reality for your home country, like mine, Iceland. Who would have thought that a nation of only 350,000 people would ever qualify?
Yeah.
And you can feel their excitement.
I guess you can't drink from it. I guess you have a point.
Apologies to any England fans in the room, that might still sting. And Lena isn't the only one who's excited. FIFA 18 players are loving the World Cup experience so far. But we don't want to stop there. We want to invite everyone to come and join the celebration. So I'm pleased to announce that for a limited time, FIFA 18 complete with the entire World Cup experience is available for a free trial on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One and on PC through Origin Access. Yeah, you can download and play the entire game right now for free. Yeah.
Good.
So to kick off the trial, we've got some of the world's biggest creators who are going to be playing live at the end of the show, representing their nations in a little mini World Cup tournament.
And this summer will bring so much more for FIFA fans. Plenty of FIFA 18 content centered around the World Cup, and we'll bring you all the details on FIFA 19. But in the meantime, let's all enjoy the World Cup. Thank you, and auf Ravistan!
That's how I made this beat. From the end, my name have for me. And if you didn't know, I need it right away. So when you see us in the street, better keep running. Our horse about we coming.
It is the big day on the biggest stage at the World Cup.
Nope, nobody's gonna touch
Good
that.
morning.
EA Access is more popular than
EA Sports, FIFA 19. You know, the FIFA community never rests. 20 million people from 60 countries playing in competitive leagues this year. Well, the FIFA team never rests either, bringing the Champions League and the World Cup and so much other greatness to FIFA this year. We can't wait for you to experience it all. We've got so much to do here today, but I want to welcome you to EA Play. It's our third EA Play and our second one in Hollywood, and we couldn't be more excited to have you with us to share all the games that we have to show you. We've got lots to do, but before we move on, I'd like to share just a couple of things. The greatest disruption to the consumption of entertainment media in the last 5 years is the combination of streaming plus subscription. As consumers, watching movies, watching TV, listening to music, reading books has never been easier. And we believe that disruption is going to have a profound impact on our industry in the next few years. And so over the last couple of weeks, you will have seen that we announced a new team from Israel has joined Electronic Arts to help our investment to extend our thinking and extend our pioneering into this cloud gaming world.
There we go.
For many people, that's going to mean extending the experiences they already play on our partner platforms. For others, it's going to mean new games and new modalities of play across a whole variety of platforms. But for everyone, it's going to mean playing games anywhere, anytime. So this week, we've got a tech demo running. All of our games streaming in HD from the cloud to multiple devices that you'll be able to try out for yourselves. Now, it's not quite ready for full market prime time yet, but it is a promise of what we hope to bring you in the future. The second part of that, of course, is subscription. And we started subscription a number of years ago, and many millions of you have signed up and experienced the joy of being able to have full access to a great catalog of games. Today, we're announcing Origin Access Premier. So 3 things you need to know about it. Origin Access Premier will bring you all of our new PC games, starting with Madden NFL, back on the PC for the first time in over a decade. Then FIFA 19, Battlefield 5, and of course Anthem. And there'll be many more titles in the years to come. Second, you get access to the Vault, our library of over 100 games from EA and other publishers. And third, it will launch later this summer. So that's a little later in the year, but if you want to get started right now and experience the benefits and joys of subscription, come in and play a free trial of Origin Access, our base subscription, this weekend. Thank you and have a great show.
You know, they might be able to pull that off.
down, but for real, you might as well give up now. Think you got a chance, but I don't see how. Got a real tight grip when I hold that crown. My life been good and bad and all around. The more things I lost, the more I found. Came here ready to fight on this night. You better just run for your life.
Hey, everybody. What's up? So I'm here sitting inside the crowd at EA Play, and I just happened to find Mr. Vince Zampella here in the audience from Respawn. What's going on, Vince? How you feeling today?
I'm feeling great. I love this stuff. I love seeing new games.
I mean, someone's super excited about that man on PC, right? Yeah. So, you guys may have seen that Vince was tweeting yesterday, and there has been a bunch of speculation. So, you want to just get right to it?
Gotta go pick up the package.
Sure. I mean, we're not ready to show all of our stuff yet.
Why not?
We're working on a bunch of stuff. It's amazing. The teams are kicking ass. But we wanted to bring a little tidbit. So we've been working with Lucas on getting the name and kind of the setting for what our Star Wars game is going to be, and we're going to talk about it right now.
Oh, you guys got any guesses? I bet you the internet is going wild right now.
I hope so. So the Star Wars name is Jedi Fallen Order.
Woo! So Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
Yeah, so it kind of gives you some idea that you'll be playing a Jedi.
So does that mean I get to like hold a lightsaber?
Yes.
So Vince, you got anything else?
Well, it takes place during the dark times. Trying to be a little vague here, but when the Jedis are being hunted, so it's going to be spectacular.
So for all the hardcore nerds out there who want to know like where in the timeline, like between which episodes is it?
Between 3 and 4.
Okay. All right, between 3 and 4. That sounds like a nice time.
All right, stop
got
talking.
any other tidbits?
It's not a nice...
It's a dark time.
It's a dark time.
Bad time. Does that mean it's going to just be all dark and serious?
It's amazing.
All right, so I think people are now anxiously want to know, like, when can we play the game?
It will be holiday of next year, 2019, not this year.
Sorry to dash any hope.
Next year.
But now that we know, we can set expectations. We're all going to be amped up,
Happy Meal
and hopefully we'll hear more from you maybe next year.
Oh yeah.
Well, Vince, it was great to see you. Thanks for stopping by the show today. We do have a little bit more news on Star Wars, so I'm going to toss it over to Dennis.
Hello there. My name is Dennis. I work at DICE in Stockholm on Star Wars Battlefront 2. I'm really happy and excited to be here today, so thank you so much for hanging out with me for a little bit. So we launched our game in November of last year, and clearly we didn't get it quite right. So instead of coming out of the gate sprinting like we really wanted to, we had to take a step back and make sure that we were delivering the game that our players really wanted. So we decided to completely overhaul our progression system and add a bunch of new character cosmetics for players to collect instead. So from there, we added a new hunt mode inspired by the original Battlefront games that I loved personally, starting with the Ewoks on Endor. And thank you. It turned out to be by far the most popular update of the game, and the team loved building Ewok Hunt. So, as you might know, we're currently in our Han Solo season with content from the movie coming next week. It's headlined by the new planet Kessel, a really dangerous place, and it features the return of one of our favorite modes, Extraction. So looking forward a little bit, this summer we will be introducing a new squad system to the game, which will allow you to team up much easier and play with your friends.
Oh man, this is
We're
going to be good.
also adding a new Starfighter mode focused around dogfighting with your hero ships. And looking ahead a little bit more, we will also be delivering a new large-scale multiplayer sandbox experience focused around capturing command posts and attacking and taking out capital ships. But that's not all. We know that you have been asking for new heroes, villains, and planets from a certain era that features a very iconic Star Wars conflict. So I'm excited to confirm that Battlefront 2 this year will be going deep into the Clone Wars. It's only fitting that we begin on the planet Geonosis, featuring multiple levels, including the largest level we have ever built for Battlefront. So let's talk about the heroes and villains. First, let me introduce the most powerful droid, the leader of the most powerful droid army in the galaxy, General Grievous. And yes, he will be going up against my own personal favorite, Jedi Master Obi-Wan Kenobi. Finally making his debut in Battlefront after all these years. But we're not done. That's not it. They will not come alone. Joining them is the Dark Lord and leader of the Separatist Alliance, Count Dooku, as well as someone to bring balance to the Force, Obi-Wan's unruly Padawan, Anakin Skywalker. The team at home is extremely excited to be building all of these cool things. EA and DICE are committed to Battlefront. We had a rough start, but I really think that this game has a bright future. Thank you very much for playing the game, providing us with your feedback, talking to us. Together, we will make this the greatest game that we can possibly build. There would be no Battlefront without you. So thank you, may the Force be with you, and enjoy the rest of E3. Thanks.
And you know, Battlefront 2 is a really good game. Oh, I mean, we're going to have a sequel.
Hi, it's really good to see you. In Unravel, we used yarn to symbolize love and the bonds between people. In our new game, we tear that bond up right at the start. You lose everything, including your spark. But when things are at their darkest, you find hope. And you form a new bond. And your spark is rekindled. And it leads you off on an adventure. So welcome to Unravel 2. It's a game about fresh starts and second chances. These two little souls who refuse to give up and who build something new and beautiful together. And the whole game is inspired by that spirit of optimism and togetherness. You see, it's all made to be played with two characters. You can play it alone, or you can play it in co-op with a friend, but there's always two characters there, sharing one yarn and working together to get through this adventure. This game, it's quite different from the first. It's both friendlier and more challenging, but above all, it's a lot more playful. And we think it's a worthy successor. And I want to show it to you now, so I brought some help.
Can you tie the strings together?
So please welcome Michael to the stage. So a producer at Coldwood. And we're going to try to show you a little bit of what I'm talking about how you can play the game in co-op with yourself, essentially.
So this wasn't prepared.
There we are. So when you're playing it by yourself, you can essentially pick up the other character and carry them along through the more fast-paced segments of the game. And we actually tried to include a bit more of those because we figured that since it's a co-op game, we wanted to have more like thrill and danger and kind of wow moments. Places that were like fun and exciting. And then when you get to the more puzzly areas like this, when you're problem solving, you can split apart into two and switch back and forth between the two characters. Because that's how we've essentially designed all the problems and puzzles of the game, that you're always working together and helping each other out and utilizing this bond between you to overcome any obstacle that you come across. So I guess I'll jump in at this point.
Yeah, come join me. So I'm gonna be the red one.
Okay.
You'll be the blue one.
I'll be blue.
Okay, so that makes a lot of sense.
Celebratory flip there. And the bird is back.
Oops.
Okay, playing it safely now.
Oops.
I'll swing.
All right. Nice.
And I'll catch you.
There you go. Can I swing now?
Okay, you go ahead.
All right, this looks awesome.
So here it goes.
Oh.
Okay, this is the scary part. Let's see if we can do it. Got it? Oh, very nice. No. Oh, faster.
They're in trouble.
Oh, sweet. Well done. Okay, I'll go up and distract the grouse. You can.
I'll sneak up here.
Okay, your turn.
Yeah, look at me. There you go.
Keep him over to the left. Now I'll go.
All right. Now
I'll
pull you up. There you go.
How about that?
Now we can breathe again.
Yeah, finally.
Or can we? So that's a quick little look at Unravel 2, yeah, I really hope you like it. And before I go, I just want to send some love to the team back home, because working on this game has been a completely amazing team effort in so many levels, and everybody has worked so hard. So there's a bunch of us from Coldwood here, and thank you to those, and thank you to everybody back home, and thank you. Love you.
All right, get out, please.
Till queendom come. Till queendom come. My queendom come. My queendom come. The sea waves are my evening gown, and the sun on my head is my crown. I made this queendom on my own, and all the mountains are my home.
What is the next conference after this? There's one after it?
Thank you, Martin, and the brilliant team at Coldwood. The game is really strong. These guys have done an amazing job, and it's clear that they have a lot of passion, and I can't personally wait to play Unravel 2 with my kids. But what's even more amazing is that we will make Unravel 2 available to everyone today. Yep, you heard that right. You'll be able to take these two Yarnies on their next big adventure starting today. The game is finished, it's out.
Wow, now that's how you make an announcement.
So thank you, Martin, and thank you to the team at Coldwood. Back in 2015, we started on this journey with the original Unravel to seek out the most creative, independent developers and bring them into our EA Originals program. It's been our way of helping these creators bring their unique games to the world and to tell their stories. And last year, if you remember, Joseph Fares was up here on stage representing his team at Hazelight and The Way Out. And I think we all kind of remember that. And you might even remember him from the Game Awards as well. I think I did. Anyhow, in March, that game caught fire. It's innovative, it's fun, and it's something fresh and new, and you all loved it. We saw over 2 million players in the first 2 weeks. And A Way Out is such a huge success that Joseph and his team are expanding and moving into a new studio. So stories like this drive our industry, and it's why we will continue to work with independent developers to help them realize their dreams. Which leads us to our next EA Originals title, from a little game studio in Berlin called Joe My Games. When I met this team and I saw the game, I was instantly drawn to how personal this story was. It's one that carries a very powerful and important message, and it's unlike anything we have ever done. So please welcome Connie Gepper to the stage from Joe My Games to tell you more about Sea of Solitude.
That's the way I like my EA games to be, or any games. They showed EA, and they said it's going to come out like right now.
I still remember during the pitch how enthusiastic Patrick was, and that afterwards, like our whole team, including me, were super excited. It actually feels a little bit the same right now. I'm pretty excited,
yes, I think they did.
Maybe a little too excited. Thank you. We are Yomai, a small indie game studio from Berlin, and we are developing Sea of Solitude, or SOS as we call it. The whole journey from the very first concept to actually becoming a part of EA Originals is simply amazing. Let me tell you more about our game. When humans get too lonely, they turn into monsters. This is at the core of everything you will see, hear, and hopefully feel while playing SOS. What makes this underlying concept so important and so unique is that nearly every human being can at least somehow relate to or remember the feeling of being lonely. In my case, I started writing the story when I felt the loneliest in my life.
Yeah, I just wanted to see how it is.
As an artist, you process your emotional world by letting it out and putting it into your art. I'm still amazed how the concept seems to just float out of me right into the hand and onto the paper. I think this is also why so many people can instantly connect with the game, because it's not a made-up story, even though that it takes place in a fantastic setting. In SOS, we try to show how people experience different kinds of loneliness, but also how outsiders, friends, and family see those who struggle. We achieve all this in playful ways so that players who want to simply enjoy a fantastic experience can do so. But player who wants to look a bit deeper can reveal a whole emotional world beneath it all. Sea of Solitude is about a young woman named Kay who is suffering from such strong loneliness that her inner feeling, the darkness, the anger, the hopelessness, worthlessness
Really? That's how I'm
turns
feeling
to the
right now
outside,
with this
and she
presentation.
becomes a monster. The game is about finding out why this happened to her, but also how to turn her back into a human. Ultimately, the goal is to bring all those emotions into balance. Some needs to become bigger, some would be better off a little smaller, but to embrace even your destructive part or your self-doubt in the same way you embrace your joy or your hope. This is what being human is all about. And that's what our game is all about. Thank you.
Way too much.
Is this real?
This world that I live in is empty and cold. The loneliness cuts me and tortures my soul. I'm no child of destiny and no fortune's son. I've just chased you so long now, I'm too weak to run. A new day is here, but nothing is new. Alone in my
I'm not gonna lie, but it looks pretty cool though.
I tremble.
I like these kind of games with a real nice presentation to it. I wouldn't pay a full price though.
Yeah, I'm the one. But I'm not the only one. We are the one. We can shut you down, and we can put you on an island. Crossover. Gather. Gang. And we're balling. Be ready. Because we're coming at you with the squad. Say it how you want. Trust the process. Run as one. Call next. Or be the answer. As long as you hold your course. Just remember though, wherever you call home, whatever your fit, or however you ball, you're on my court. I'm the one. I'm the one. I'm the one. And this is my squad.
Yeah, that one looks pretty good.
My name's Shay Kivlin, aka Young Kiv. I'm from Seattle, Washington. The only goal of mine is really to win the Mountain Belt.
Kiv's been going after that belt since 2016. At some point, he's going to need to get out of this quarterfinal and claim a major.
It's a big night for Young Kiv. He's been stuck at the quarterfinals.
And here he is now in his first championship game, looking to accomplish a goal.
3rd and 4, throws it low. T.Y. drops it.
That was a phenomenal read, and Trini's got the lead.
40-19.
I hate losing way more than I love winning.
Oh, we have a incredible matchup. It's a rematch.
Better not be the one to doubt it.
Touchdown, Kev. He throws it high, and young Kev is going to be your champion.
Can I play you again?
You want to get smacked again on TV?
Happy face, no! Madden 18 champion.
He's finally done it.
Blow your mind.
Okay, baby, how you doing?
I've been good. You still recovering from that butt whooping?
Wow, already starting. Okay. Hi, everybody. I'm Juju Smith-Schuster from the Pittsburgh Steelers. As you guys can see, king of touchdown celebrations. That's pretty fire. I like that a lot. As you guys know, this is Young Kiv, Madden 18, Madden champion. Like, give it up for Young Kiv, y'all. Give it up. Young Kiv, how has it been? You know, your success
really,
and your path
looks like
to where you're
one
at
of those
today.
Wawa Hoagie Fest.
I've always been a competitor. When I was in high school, I was playing baseball. I hurt my arm.
So then I picked up Madden, and at first I was really bad. I was getting blown out online, but I kept at it. I put more and more time into it. Eventually I made my first tournament, but I had a big decision. It was the same time as my graduation.
Wow, okay. So the key to be the #1 player in Madden is to hurt your arm in baseball. That's #1. #2, you said you had the decision to go to your graduation or go to a tournament. So like, what did you do?
I chased that money. I still got my diploma, but I chased that money.
There you go. We're out here chasing money. That's awesome. Okay, now the past few years, how has it been for you? I know you had some ups and downs.
It's been tough. I've had a lot of devastating losses. I've been so close so many times. I made the final on TV and got blown out by all those losses. It made me gain a lot of mental toughness, and that's how I got this belt.
That's awesome. That belt is so amazing. There's a lot of, bling on that belt for you.
Belt.
Well, today, EA Play, first look at the Madden 19 trailer.
Something like
Super
this,
excited.
they could
It's going to be so
totally put
fun.
this
It's
in a
lit.
different
I honestly wish I
program.
can stay right here and talk to you guys
Doesn't
forever,
have to
but I'm
be
not going
in
to
this.
board you guys. We're going to go out. I'm going to try to take this belt, round 2. So we're out. Have a good day.
You've worked your whole life to get to moments like these. To the very top of the mountain. You battled through the pain and failure. All just to get to this place where you've been told legends are born. You fall so you can rise. And you rise so that you can truly see that it was really never about reaching the end of the road at all, but about all the moments that got you here. So, you were in their position. Would you let the moment define you? Or will you define the moment?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Nathanius, professional shoutcaster, here alongside Redwood Studios General Manager Michael Martinez. How you doing today?
I'm super excited to be here.
Yeah, we're going to do this presentation a little bit differently and give you your first look at a brand new mobile game in a live, winner-take-all, head-to-head match. Michael, why don't you tell us the rules?
Sure thing. The objective is straightforward. Destroy the opponent's base to win. Unit control, super simple. Just tap the destination, unit automatically moves there. The most efficient way to destroy the opponent's base is with this giant nuclear missile in the center of the map. Control the missile by standing on a majority of the control points. A bar fills up while the missile is possessed. Whoever controls the missile when the bar fills up will fire the missile. It takes 2 missiles to destroy the enemy's base and win. That's it.
Sounds great, Michael. Well, enough talking about it. Let's get to this match.
Absolutely.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have an awesome matchup lined up for you here today. Fighting for the blue side of the room, if you could please give a cheer for one of the most formidable RTS players there is. Make some noise for In Control. Yes. His opponent, fighting for the red side of the room, a competitive mobile gaming phenomenon. Please join me in welcoming to the stage Nick at Night. Now, Mike, it's going to be a real clash of these gaming styles and the competitive backgrounds that these players have. It should be a great match.
It really is. I can't wait.
All right. Are the players ready? Let's get this thing going.
Ready to go. I'm ready to go. Let's do it.
All right. Let's kick this off. Nice little strategy game for those of you out there. It's a good genre. I'm very excited for this. The players are loading in, and we are ready to
the
kick
match. Here we go.
this off. as the players' bases have been deployed and the action begins like any strategy game. Economy will be the focus. We have a harvester to start things off. Nothing too crazy yet.
Nothing too crazy.
Now the infantry is going to come out to hold that top point. Both players, of course, trying to take that position. Nick at Night being able to reach it a little bit first in a strategy game. That flank position that In Control is going for on the top side, also very important as Nick at Night's forces have to circle around the center.
Right, let's see if he's able to create a 2-on-1. Is he able to get there? Looks like he's getting there. Here comes GDI with a Rhino. It's going to rip up those infantry.
Yeah, going for the anti-infantry. And like any strategy game, the units that you're going to use when you deploy them will have a huge impact. Your micromanagement of your forces and protecting that economy as well.
Yep. Nick at Night with some attack bikes in the top. There he is.
And In Control placing the turret on the top right side to help cover that Rhino as attack bikes move towards the northwest position. We can see that the missile is beginning to ready and firing that. That takes out half your base. The most important objective on the map is to hold those control zones.
Right, and In Control making a lot of progress to that far right side of the match.
Yeah, he's done a great job of holding that down with the turret, and now he's redeploying his vehicles to the south side, bringing out more infantry to deal with the attack bikes. And as that economy ramps up, of course, we're seeing bigger and more powerful units come out. We have there the drill pod coming in the left side to help flank those
some flamethrowers. Right, absolutely. Again, those are going to tear through those infantry.
Yeah, and In Control brings out his first tank. That's going to be used to try and help push back these smaller forces as he makes his way to the south side. That missile passing halfway now. Both two zones in control of Nick at Night. He will have the missiles. We see it starts to point towards In Control's base.
Let's see if In Control can get around to that top corner, able to halt that missile. He does contest the missile, putting it into the yellow position.
Yeah, very important, of course, blocking the pathing of those units is another big factor for this strategy. Holding those locations is so crucial as In Control begins to secure the northwest spot. Another tank's going to come out from Nick at Night to take it out, but now he's bringing out the Pitbull as well to help lock down that north position.
This missile is very, very close to firing. Let's see what's going to happen.
With another turret, In Control flanks, he takes the top, that missile,
and that
fires off.
Wow.
And Nick at Night, one shot away from being knocked out here, as the next one will start to ready up in just a moment's time. In Control's very heavy artillery force has been doing a great job at taking control of the map.
Yep.
And we can see as more of Nick at Night's forces move up towards that north position, those harvesters, of course, very crucial, very important to protect those, as your economy allows you to get these big late game units. The units are going to come out a bit more slowly as you get more of them on the field. But In Control is just spreading his forces out, trying to hold this advantage that he's had so far.
Nick at Night is trying to get in there, but there's a great turret placement from In Control, blocking and just ripping through again those infantry.
And we see In Control now moving his tank towards this.
Another drill pod we're seeing with some flame tanks.
Yeah, bringing the flank. Of course, those flame guys do amazing damage to the infantry, help to clean that out. Meanwhile, two more tanks coming out from Nick at Night to try and secure those positions. He brings up the laser infantry on the south side as well to deal with that tank. Going for counters, trying to scout out and see what your opponent is doing and make the proper response is so important in strategy.
Absolutely. Nick at Night cruising around, thinking about harassing those harvesters, coming around the far side for those rhinos. It looks like he's really pressing it.
And we see that missile is starting to get close to firing with 3 zones In Control for Nick at Night, looking to set things back the other way. In Control trying to rally his forces around. He doesn't want to engage with just 1 or 2 units. He wants to move all of them together, create a good flank position, and take over that south.
And we're seeing the first mech unit from In Control. This is the Wolverine. Gonna rip, and this little watch out for this missile.
And Nick at Night's gonna fire that one off and settle for next missile is gonna end it.
Next missile wins. Let's see what happens.
We'll have control. The Wolverines, as you pointed out, for In Control coming out to try and deal with these forces. But Nick at Night's done a great job of getting map presence and now also harassing the economy of In Control.
There he is. Yep. Wow. Okay, we've got our first mammoth tank on the board. If In Control can get this in position, he's going to do some serious damage.
That missile just past halfway ready. He's also bringing out his first air unit
to
deal with those.
A lot going on here.
It's got a lot of range, that big boy, and In Control just needs to hold
this missile is nearly going to fire.
It can be stolen at any point.
Where is it going to go? Is he going to be able to get it off?
He's got it back.
There it is!
He's going to take it. Defeating Nick at Night here 2-1.
Dude, that was
not bad
epic.
for a mobile game. I'm not gonna lie.
Amazing. What a match. Thank you so much.
That was awesome.
Any thoughts, guys?
I just came to make mammoth tanks, so I've done my job.
Yeah. Absolutely.
That was awesome. We saw a little bit of everything right there.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Let's hear it for Nathanius, Nick at Night, and In Control. Ladies and gentlemen, what you just saw was the worldwide reveal of Command & Conquer Rivals. Rivals reimagines the real-time strategy experience for mobile. We're giving players complete
continuous control of their armies in quick, competitive head-to-head matches that are fueled by skill and strategy. Now, Rivals will be coming to iOS and Android devices, but I'm excited to announce that Android players can play the pre-alpha today. So head to the Google Play Store, search Command & Conquer Rivals. The studio has been having an absolute blast playing this game, and we can't wait for you to play. Please let us know what you think. Thank you.
Command & Conquer for a new generation. Now, before we close the show with a spectacular epic anthem, I wanted to share a few final things. I am blessed to be able to work with some of the most creative people on the planet who come to work every day to create amazing entertainment. And what I can say about all of those teams, and what I can say about us, is that we are always trying to learn and listen and strive to be better. And so, as you look at the 10 experiences that you're going to see today, and as you play games this week, there's some things we hope come through. First, that at the very core is choice, is that you as players get to choose how you play, what you play, when you play, and what devices you play on. That in making those choices, you feel you are treated fairly, that no one is given an unfair advantage or disadvantage for how they choose to play. That for every moment that you invest, we know that you put so much of your life into the games we make, and that for every moment that you invest, you feel like you are rewarded and you are given value for that investment. And most importantly, that the games are fun, that we move past the grind, and that these are experiences that truly enhance your lives. And so, as we think through all the things that we're trying to do, know that we want to be better, and that we want to make great games. And that as much as we love making games, and as much as you love playing them, there's something that is even greater that we can do together. The power of this community when we come together to do amazing things is profound. Last weekend was the 3rd year of our Play to Give program, where we show the world how the power of play can be a positive force for social impact. Millions of you out there participated in 9 in-game challenges in our games, logging millions of hours in support of Play to Give. And to celebrate that, we contributed a total of $1 million to 3 charities that share our vision for a more inclusive world. A world where representation and equality are not something we strive for, they are the standards. And where bullying and exclusion are not an everyday thread. These 3 organizations, the United Nations He for She, PACE's National Bullying Prevention Center, and Ditch the Label, an anti-bullying organization, all are doing great work, and we're proud to support them through Play to Give. And thank you for your support. Thousands of us at EA and millions of you together doing immeasurable good because we love games. Thanks for being with us. And thanks for the incredible privilege of making games for all of you. Now, without further ado, let's take a look at Anthem.
The gods vanished and left our world in chaos, creating, altering, destroying. The anthem is all that remains.
There's a storm coming. These walls can't protect us forever.
Something is out there. It wants to destroy us all.
How cool was that trailer? You guys have seen it a couple times, and it's still cool every time I see it. So I know all of you, like me, have had tons of questions about Anthem since last year because we're all BioWare fans. So we're going to do something a little bit different for the rest of the show, and we're going to take a deep dive into Anthem. So I'm going to bring out some members of the BioWare team to chat with us. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to Casey Hudson, Mark Dara, and Kathleen Rutzart. All right, thanks guys. Thanks for coming out today. Just got a little game to show, right? Yep.
Lots
It's going to be very exciting. So Casey, we're going to go ahead and just jump right in and get started with you. So now we know that you all started, or Casey, you started your career at BioWare way back in the day, but you took a couple years off. But before you came back, you actually worked on Anthem before you left.
Yeah, that's right. So, you know, first of all, it's amazing to be back. It's awesome to be making games for BioWare fans. You know, we have the best fans. So it's been super satisfying to come back to it. And, you know, I just want to be able to continue the legacy of the studio. And that's kind of where it started with Anthem, is just thinking about, you know, what is the evolution of a BioWare game? And we wanted to create a brand new world for people to discover, you know, a whole new world of story and character. But we also wanted to do something that was, you know, more of a dynamic and living world, a game that would change every time you came back and played it. We also wanted to do something where, you know, if you wanted to invite your friends into it, then you could do that as well. So that was really the initial vision of the game, not an MMO, not a multiplayer game with stories sort of bolted on this side, but something new and different, and I think the team has really captured that vision over the years.
Your fans really love the stories from BioWare, but I think we're kind of curious how you're planning to make story work in this shared world.
So a great story for BioWare is really about characters that you can have a connection with, choices you get to make, and feeling like the story is about you. In a lot of multiplayer games, those things get diluted because you're mixing multiplayer and storytelling into the same areas. Now, you can build a solution to that, but you have to really build it into the core of the game. And that's what we've tried to do with Anthem. It's what we call our world, my story. So when you're out in the open world, the world is really dangerous, and you're focused on your mission. And this is where other players get to play with you. The thing that's really interesting about this, it's unique for Anthem, is that this is a living shared world. So whether there's weather, or it's nighttime, what we're experiencing together. Everyone that's playing Anthem at a moment is seeing the same thing. And this is what we mean when we talk about our world. It's a shared world that we all experience together. But then when I finish my mission, I come back to a base like Fort Tarsus. And this is a single player experience. I turn in my rewards, I talk to some characters, I experience the choices of my action. And this is where your story really lives and breathes. And by doing it this way, we're able to combine that impact and agency of a single-player story with the fun of teaming up with your friends to play co-op in combat.
And we're also designing it so that we can add story for years to come. So one of the first things that we hear from our community is they want to continue to play in our worlds. When they've finished Mass Effect or Dragon Age, players want more story. And so we've designed Anthem in a way that we can actually add more story for years to come. And it could be anything. A new moment with a character that you've grown to love, or an event in the world that deepens the lore, or an entirely new storyline and plot.
Well, I'm certainly not going to complain about more story. I don't think anybody out there is going to either. So Kathleen, I wanted to ask you, from a writing perspective, since you are the lead writer, can you speak to what it's like to create a new world like Anthem from the beginning?
Well, what's really exciting for us, and not just the writers, but all of the devs, the designers, the artists, is that we're creating something new and mysterious for players to discover. So at the heart of the premise of Anthem is a world left unfinished by the gods. But the gods left behind their massive tools, and those tools are in constant conflict with this unknowable force called the Anthem of Creation. And the chaos of those things pushing against each other means that the world is constantly being reshaped in new and unpredictable ways.
Yeah, violent storms, mutated creatures, gigantic monsters. It's a dangerous environment that you need to wear a suit of powered armor, a javelin, to be safe in.
Now, something I think a lot of players out there maybe don't stop to think about is just how much work goes into creating a new intellectual property, or IP, as we've been saying. Now, we've seen all these different creatures, and Mark, you mentioned the storms. What's the process of creating a game like from scratch?
Yeah, it's something we've done a few times at BioWare. And really the hardest part is getting started, just kind of getting off the blank page. So what we try to do is we think about the new experiences that we're trying to unlock for players. So like, what is the fantasy fulfillment? What are the new things you actually get to go and do that are different from what you've played before? So that's where we start. And then once we think about those things, that's the power of creating new IP, especially for games, is that you actually get to build a whole fictional universe that's meant to bring out a certain experience. And then once we do that, then we still need to build all the rest of the stuff, and what unlocks us creatively is to think about like principles around art style, tone, and even the technology and the politics of our new world. And then from there, we can actually go and build out every last detail.
Yeah, and one of the unique challenges for Anthem is that it's a world, an experience that's meant to feel alive, like it's happening right now. And so the world is always changing, whether the storms, seasons, and it's a really great concept to write for, because what it means is it gives us the opportunity to drop into the world, almost in real time, a dramatic event that changes the world for everyone. And that could be anything from gameplay to lore.
I mean, all of the moving parts in the dynamic world sound really cool, the way that they sound like they're going to come together. But even though there's obviously a lot going on, it really all comes back to your character. So let's talk about who we're going to be playing as and why we're fighting these crazy beasts.
So you are a freelancer, uniquely skilled to pilot these Javelin exosuits. And you need those suits to survive and fight in this world, because the world will kill you. But on top of that, our ancient rivals, the Dominion, they've discovered a way, they think, to weaponize the Anthem of Creation. And so we need to stop them and protect the free people of Tarsus.
Now, I've heard you call this power armor a couple different things. Is it a suit? Is it a javelin? Like, what's the canon term here?
We call them javelins, and there are 4, and they each have unique abilities. There's the Ranger, and then there's the Colossus, the Interceptor, and finally, the Storm.
Yeah, so each javelin gives you a different way to play the game. But the thing to remember is, like Kathleen said, you're not your suit. You are a freelancer, a pilot, which means you can decide which suit you want to use based on your mood, based on the mission you want to engage it, or the javelins that your friends are using. So really what this allows us to do is we've built the suits to look like they're built from the materials of the world. So they each have their own unique abilities. So let's take a look at the Ranger now. The Ranger is a more generalized suit, able to do a lot of different things, really designed for up-close and personal combat, one-on-one for the most part. The Colossus is heavier, more specialized, but able to really pack in big weapons that let them devastate the battlefield.
I'm just going to say the Storm looks like it's going to be my favorite. I'm sure you guys out there are picking your faves right now, too. So the javelins look awesome, but we're going to take a couple questions right now. So Casey tweeted, some of you may have seen, asking for people out there to send us your questions. And the first one is going to be from @It'sSweetNicole, who asks, as a player who is all about making their character their own, what kind of customization options will be available in Anthem?
Yeah, so we really want players to express themselves, both through customizing the way their javelin plays, through gear and weapons, but also being able to personalize the way that it looks, both through paint jobs as well as changing the actual geometry of the suit itself. We want teams to be able to do this as well. And because you're going to be using a javelin for a long period of time, we really want you to be able to make it your own.
I'm glad you brought that up, because actually, Jay Legato has a question connected to customization. Monetization. How, when, loot box, cosmetics?
Yeah, so we are going to have some cosmetics and vanity items that you'll be able to purchase, but you're always going to know what you're going to buy before you spend any money on it. So no loot boxes, no ability to pay for power.
Yay.
So that means no ability to spend money on gameplay advantage at all within Anthem. But even more important than that, we want to make sure that Anthem is an immersive experience that feels like it's complete from the get-go. So that means a main story, a big open world, and an ongoing service that provides new content for a long period of time. New story, new experiences for everyone.
Well, I'm glad to hear that I can make my javelin pink. That's really all I wanted to know, I'm going to be honest. All right, Casey, we talked earlier about this being a co-op experience. So can you tell me a little bit about how the team gameplay in Anthem is going to work?
Yeah, it really is about the fun of teaming up as a team of superheroes and working together. So you want to get a few people together of different classes. So I think here we're going to see the Colossus, just hammering people on the ground in gameplay. If we can have a look at that. So heavy artillery, being really strong, in melee combat, and then here you've got the Ranger shooting down from above, and then they're using combos and special abilities and stuff like that. But what I love is you don't just run around, you're swimming and flying as well.
So it's interesting because the Slate Tones wants to know, how will you balance multiplayer with single-player storytelling?
So Anthem's really built around trying to combine the impact of having your own personal story with the fun of playing with other players. But we really want to make sure that, that playing with other people feels like a choice. So for people that want to just experience the story, you're going to be able to do that. Now, going out into an open world like this by yourself is going to be a little bit more challenging than if the team of 4 people. And we've really tried to balance the co-op experience to be fun, even for people that don't normally engage in this kind of thing. So I really hope that everyone at least gives co-op a try.
Okay, that's good to know. If you want to roll solo, you can, but it's just going to be a little bit more difficult. Well, I know you all are on the edges of your seats. How about we show a little gameplay? Yeah? You guys want that? All right, so Kathleen, I think you're going to set this up for us?
I will. So, you and your friends have decided to play a mission called Scars and Villainy. The Scars have put together an acid-based super weapon, so you got to take them out. So you start in the Strider, which is like a giant walker, and it's your forward base of operations. You have a conversation with your crew, Halleck, Faye, and Owen, and you'll hear Owen. He's going to talk us through the mission as we experience it here. And yeah, then you just get into your javelin suit and you head out with your friends.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Mark, Casey, Kathleen, for talking to me about Anthem today. We're going to go ahead and roll the gameplay now. Enjoy, everybody.
Freelancer, time to get to work. Faye said these bastards made some kind of acid. They're using it as a weapon. So, find where they're making this garbage and shut it all down.
Owen, what's the plan here?
Picking up loads of scars nearby. Take a look around the area, but be careful.
Right. Checking out the scar camp some more.
Look at all the weapons! Oh, and the turrets! Better move quickly. There's a Shaker relic. Wait, something's odd. Get a closer look, would you? See those radiant pieces of energy? They're echoes from the Anthem of Creation. Loads of scars nearby. Be careful. Return them to the relic. You've got to silence it fast. It's gone silent. Disaster averted. Do you think we get a bonus for... Wait, something's happening.
What the hell was that?
I think that was whatever laid all the eggs around here. The sound came from below your position. On the plus side, this definitely counts toward hazard pay. There's a trail of this acid gunk leading down. Follow it, and we should find the source.
Yep, and that was actually just a short version of the full demo that we brought here to LA. So if you want to come by the Anthem Theater here at EA Play, you can check out the game live.
So I'm sure the question on everyone's minds, when do we get to play?
So Anthem comes out February 22nd, 2019 on Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and PC.
So mark your calendars, everybody. Fire off your tweets. Thank you so much again to Casey and the entire BioWare team. I know you guys have that awesome theater outside, so I will see you guys there.
All right.
Give it up for Casey Hudson, everybody. I also want to give a big thank you to all of the developers who showcased their games today and everybody working hard at their studios back home around the world. Let's give them all a round of applause. Now, some of what you saw today, you guys have to wait to play. But you guys, EA has so much available right now. Now, for those of you keeping score, you can get your free trial of FIFA 18's World Cup today. And Andrew told us about the free trial of Origin Access. Yarny is back with a buddy in Unravel 2, which is also available today. Plus, you can take on your friends in Command & Conquer Rivals starting today as well. Now, that's a lot of available stuff that's out today. Is anybody ready to go home and download anything? No? You're like, I just want to go outside into the fan fest. I get it, I get it. So I want to let you guys know to keep your streams going because in just a few moments, the FIFA 18 World Cup live tournament is going to begin. I'm going to head outside and check out the games, but I want to thank everybody for coming down to EA Play today and watching the press conference, and have a great weekend.
Hi guys, my name is True Boy. Welcome back to the stream. Now, I know the FIFA 19 was exciting. We saw that trailer. Champions League is coming to FIFA for the first time ever, but the World Cup is 5 days away. So what we decided to do is to have a tournament with some national teams, England, Mexico, Germany, and the USA, and decide who will be the champions of the Creators Cup. And I'm not alone. We got some special guests. The first one, Republic of Ireland International, David Myler. How you doing, buddy?
I'm very good, thanks, Stu. How are you?
I'm doing great. Now, I know you didn't qualify for the World Cup with Ireland, but how have you been enjoying?
I've loved it so far.
Don't listen to those guys over there. These guys are joking.
I know. I'm not worried about Mexico in the World Cup.
Don't worry about Mexico.
I don't think you'll be getting far. I don't think you'll be getting far.
But how have you been enjoying the World Cup mode so far?
No, I've really enjoyed it. I think what they've done is brilliant. I'm really enjoying it. Obviously, you get the chance to win the World Cup. I've been able to do that, so it's probably the closest I'm going to get to winning it, so it's been good.
That's true. Now we're going to go... There's already smack talk going around. We're going to go right into the game. But first up on the USA side, we're going to have Lil Yachty, a.k.a. Lil Boat. Lil Boat, how you doing? All right?
Hi.
Multi, platinum recording hip-hop artist and also future star of the Teen Titans Go movie as well.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm a big Teen Titans fan, so I really do love that. King Batch as well. You know him from being one of the kings of Vine, the king of Vine, I would say.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I think I said that.
Right.
I'll say that, right? I know him from The Babysitter on Netflix. By the way, check it out.
Netflix, yeah.
You know. Comedian as well. He's going to be representing the USA. And then we got Mexico over on this other side. Juan Paz Zarita, huge Latam.
Hola.
YouTube, Instagram, you name it.
Don't forget Netflix.
He's on Netflix now.
What has stepped up? Yeah, I'm playing the real world now. Man, I'm doing it.
He's on Netflix. They're killing Netflix right now. That's amazing. And last but not least, we got Castro.
Hey, I'm not on Netflix, but hey.
Hey.
Let's go.
You know how to play the game, so
let's go, baby. Let's go.
He's not on Netflix, but the biggest FIFA Twitch streamer, the most famous mustache in video games. Now,
look at it.
Rate his mustache.
I will never, ever go it.
I've never rated another man's mustache.
I don't think we want to do that.
All right, good.
That's not a good mustache. That is not good.
Come on, Myler.
We're going to go straight into the game. Let's kick things off. USA versus Mexico.
All right.
Hit it. Let's
Predictions.
get it.
Who's going to win?
Mexico's going to win.
Put that in the game? A little bit of bling bling?
I think
Yeah. I'm with whatever.
How much would you say that costs?
Well, just this chain alone was 140 grand.
Yeah. All right, I got an EA Sports.
See all the security back there. That's just for the chain. That's not for him. That's for the chain.
All right, here we go. Let's get it.
Oh shit, I'm yellow.
I'm green.
I'm blue. Dabba dee dabba da.
Who's blue on Mexico?
Oh no, don't worry about Mexico. Oh that way. My bad.
Juan Paz blue. I'm green.
I'm blue, right?
Vamos, papá. Vamos.
All right.
Vamos. 1, 2, 1, mándame. Set.